Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Higher Grounds podcast and today's morning minute meditation. Glad you tuned in today. And this morning I was just interested in one verse out of the Bible in 1 John chapter number 2, verse number 15, where the Bible says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." And I say, well, preacher, what does that have to do with me this morning? Well, a very interesting thing about this verse here. In this verse, John makes two imperative statements. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. That's a sense. And then he says, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. That's two imperative statements. In other words, John making a statement, two statements there. He says this is a fact. If you love the world, the love of the Father, you don't have it. And he says, don't love the things of this world. He's making two different imperative statements there. And but out of those two statements that John makes, you can draw a question out of it. And you say, well, preacher, what's the question? The question is, what are you devoted to? You say, well, preacher, how do you find that? Well, in the very first part of the verse, it says, love not the things of the world. And you say, well, now why does it say that? Because love, in and of itself, is the greatest sign of devotion one could ever have. If you'll ever look behind any great general or leader in any military group, you'll find that one of the real defining characteristics of them all were that their soldiers, their warriors, loved their leaders. And because they loved their leaders, they were loyal to their leaders, they were willing to die for their leaders, all because they loved their leaders. Love is the greatest sign of devotion one could ever have. It's also a defining characteristic in the child of God's life. The Bible says, love not the things of the world. You say, well, preacher, I don't love the things of the world. Well, you may say you don't, but when you look at your life, what are you devoted to? Are you devoted to God, the things of God? What you spend your time doing, what you spend your money on? What are you devoted to? If you want to know what you love, look at your devotion. It'll always point in that direction. You'll always be devoted to what you love, and you'll never be devoted to what you hate. So my simple question to you this morning, ma'am, sir, whoever's listening, is who do you love and who is your devotion given to? It's a simple thought, but I hope in some way it blesses you. Have a great day, my friends.